All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bell Lawn Bowling Club in Sun City, Arizona. We're here for the 2025 US Open. Today we'll be broadcasting all men's fours events. Our first match that we'll be showing is the third flight quarterfinal between Greg Wilson's team from Calgary and Brad Heldele from Grand right here in Sun City, Arizona. The match will be 14 ends. There must be a winner. And it's interesting. Always you got a quality Canada team. The guys travel well. They play well. And then versus the locals. Always a challenge to go up against the locals. So that's what we got going on. And who are we?
I'm Kelly Warren, assisting Scott as his comedic sidekick.
Yeah, Kelly Warren is far too modest. He's Southwest Division for Bowls USA's treasurer and the Bowls USA treasurer as well, and I'm Bowls USA Hall of Fame member, Scott Roberts. So we'll be bringing the broadcast to you all day today, as we did yesterday, showing women's singles events. We'll have the women's singles. They have more qualifying going on today. As we said, they had 5 rounds, 4 games yesterday, and they'll do the same today to make 8 matches for singles. And then tomorrow will be the finals, and we'll be doing something similar. A third flight corner, second will be a second flight semi, and then we'll finish with the championship match. And that's what we're going to be doing today, but for the men's fours. So the teams are just finishing up their second trial end, I think, and we'll put some names to faces and so on as the match gets started.
Men's fours had their qualifying run yesterday, played 4 rounds, and we're now down to our first group of 8 in the first flight, and this is a third flight match. Later on today, we'll be showing all of the first flight semifinal and final matches, or one of the semifinals.
The second flight, actually the second flight. So the way it'll work is the top 8 teams made it into the championship/first flight. The losers of the first game in that bracket will drop down to the second flight. So that's the semifinal that we will see, is that second flight is then those, not going to say losers, but losers of their first championship flight match. So we'll get one of those games that'll be coming out, and that's the next game we're going to show. But that's where we can finish with the grand finale with the championship match later this afternoon. So there were originally 39 fours teams that played. As Kelly said, they had 4 matches yesterday, and both of these teams finished. Just checking out the rules, I think Wilson's team finished 9th, so they just missed it by 2+ points. So they're the 1 seed going against Heldele, and both of those teams were 3-1. I'm just double checking everything here. Yeah, actually, Heldele was they were 2-2 yesterday, so. So 3-1 for Wilson and 2-2 for Heldele. And they finished 9th and 16th in the qualifying. So that's what we have right now. So they were going to wait for everybody to finish their trials, and they'll ring a bell to make sure, because they were going to have time limits on this game. So nothing goes out of whack. I thought they were supposed to wait for the bell. I'm not sure if they're doing that.
They're anxious.
Well, I guess we're just going to get started. So this is the pink is the Calgary team. So this is Matthew Hubert here in his first bowl. I'm going to try and get this camera adjusted here. All right, and then this is Tom Craycraft. With the white bowls. Nice bowl there. Really well done by Tom. Matthew's not bad. You like for him to be behind. That's fine. But a great bowl there by Tom. Yeah, pretty good adjustment there by Matthew. I don't think Tom liked that one as much. He's going to be a little bit short. Probably a yard or so. All right, this is John McDonald. Pretty good effort there to get it right behind.
We're meter.
I've muted this, Pam. So.
I'm sorry. I just wondered if we're going to have to be cautious about the
Are we on this?
conversation.
Okay. Oops. Lost our... everything's falling apart on us here. Kelly's doing double duty as like the tech man. All right, so you see the first bowl there by Tom Craycraft. Pretty good there. Another solid first bowl. Matthews first, picking up the jack. That's a great start there. I think the main thing is just to kind of have some extra weight to make sure that he gets around and through, kind of attacking the jack, attacking his own bowl, attacking Matthews' bowl there. So you want to be all the way up. Make sure you add that yard. Just kind of similar weight, maybe a bowl short there. All right, let's see if Matthew can get all the way around again. Leave that alone. Okay, all right. Kind of covers that side a little bit. Pretty good opening by Matthew there. All right, this is Mike. See if you can slide underneath. Maybe push up the white. Get under the green. Not quite. Not quite. There's John's first. Just couldn't quite slide. It's amazing how the short bowls collect, isn't it?
They call it the force of gravity. The more you get, the more they keep getting sucked into that pile.
All right, Mike with a nice little promotion of his own. Didn't get quite the result he wanted to get shot, but got a nice position out of it. Nothing wrong with that.
Same line as your last, yeah.
John's second. He just wants to probably just arrive on it. Yeah, got a piece of his own. It's all right. That kind of worked out.
Coming through this gap here, Randy.
And here's Randy.
Maybe right to green.
Looks like they're just down the one at the moment. So I think he's trying to kind of inside out and see if he can get that ball of the jack. Hit Matthews.
When he got possession now, just on the draw.
Back over to Rob. His first on this end. Just looking to arrive gently on it. That's going to work out nicely. Stay with it pretty well. That's well done. Just kind of like a one in, one out because they have that light blue bowl of Mike's in the back there. That's probably second shot. So, interesting. This will be an interesting shot here for Randy. He does have a kind of a jack or ball shot. Just kind of throw this. This will be kind of fun to watch. You can see, and definitely Brad was calling for it. Like, you know, you can get through this little port here and come all the way down. I think it's just a little heavy. Well, that's one way to do it.
And there's that.
I don't know if that was necessarily the plan. I don't think they were calling for that, but it'll work for them. But Rom's got that same kind of shot. Oh, it looks really tight for this. Let's see what happens. Going to have a lot of action here. Yeah, it kind of took away the jacker bull shot through that port. They've got it on the other side now, but I think they'll cross over, and the Grand guys have got one now with that light blue bull there.
In one bowl, the whole end sets up for an approach from the complete different side now.
I finally got this working. All right, here's Brad. I'm just looking to draw another one. Interesting. I could see Greg coming the other side, I would think. Again, on his forehand and just kind of like a jacker bull shot. I mean, my thought on what he's going to try and do. Try and come to that blue, through that blue bull, that's the shot. Or the jack. Even chipping it out. He's going to be close here. Oh, man. Unlucky. Well, it's still got one. That's why I kind of need it on the side so you can hit it sideways with that bull kind of against the other bull. It transferred all the momentum from one to the other. So. Heard Brad again. Probably really wanting to get a second in here. We didn't want to push that one up for shot. Yeah.
I don't think it changes your shot. You just rested this. It brings in another two.
And I think that's exactly what he did. It's, you know, that was the danger, is promoting that other bowl, and I think that's exactly what he did there. He really did. It's just if you're holding, you really don't want to come heavy and narrow unless you know you got a path, because you're usually hitting the jack and moving it away. Greg looks pretty narrow on this one. I don't think this is going to do anything, so we'll see how this ends up. But I'm guessing, yep, it's one for the Calgary men. So cut it to 3-1 after two. I was doing singles yesterday. Now I remember I got to update the end number. So much work.
Every day is a learning experience,
So
just like bowls.
So much work. Alright, the guys, just put the mat up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a good, get a better view of the head here, as opposed to just feet and a jack. I'm trying. There we go. Yeah, well done, Kelly. Probably good enough for now. Not a bad opener from Matthew. Yeah, Tom, a little short there with that one. So you much rather have Matthews here, of course. I mean, not only is he closer, but he's behind and in better position. I just kind of duplicated it. Good position behind. Let's see if Tom can have a little better effort here. This looks better, for sure. That's well done. Well done. I think we would have loved that first one to be like that, but it didn't work.
That's why they give him two.
All right, over to John. He's down one. He can play a little jack or bull shot. Nice and positive. They have the position. He's going to be close. Jack it is. Well done. Very good. All right. There's Mike. There's down one, but I got a lot of room to draw here. Yeah, a little heavy. I think it was necessary of the plan. Well, John made the kind of the hard shot. Now, in theory, the easy shot of just being able to draw here. It's kind of hard to put two different shots together when you're not playing so many balls. But he put one in the back, keep him honest. Nothing wrong with that. Still a lot of room for Mike to draw, though. He's pretty heavy here too. To get a piece of the shot bowl there. A lot of room to draw here. Over to Rob. Just kind of floating it around the back here. Yeah, so got the intel that the grand guys, I'm going to use that now, the grand guys are holding one. And still a lot of room to draw. Ooh, very heavy, got a little tick on the jack. Let's see if Rob can throw it back a bit here. His backhand, trying to will it in here, not far away, close. Kelly on the camera there finally got it working. Oh, yeah, he's celebrating, dance a little jig, buddy. Again, just pretty heavy there by Randy. I don't know if he wanted to come through. Probably about 3 yards over there. Not quite sure. I have to get a signal to see what it is that's holding. Don't have a great angle on it, but if I were to bet money, I'd say it's the Calgary guys that are holding there. All right, so this will be Gregor here. Only holding one, just trying to get a nice little draw here. Oh, yeah, that's well done by Greg Wilson. Very nicely done. I think it's a little bit of a bigger target for Brad. Just trying to come to probably, hopefully get the jack or the inside bowl there. Just a little high. Well, it's hard for Greg to do anything different. Don't really see a need for him to do anything different. And they kind of got balls kind of covered all over the place. I didn't really see any big danger anywhere. I'm going to try it again. Rob trying to will it over. Oh, don't leave it short there. Well, it might be something that that Brad could make use of, a little angle bowl. I think Randy instead thinks it's in his line, so I was going to send him the other way, so okay. It's kind of tough trying to switch hands like this on this kind of a shot. Really needs to turn here. Really needs to turn. Sailed through. See if we can get a count here. 2 it is. So, the Calgary clan, I'm spitballing. So they get 2 there. So we'll knot it at 3 after 3 ends. Playing 14. So, I mean, you could say Wilson and Heldele, but it's, you know, just Wilson and Heldele, you know, just.
No, I like
I'm playing with
Grand Crew and Calgary, or
the Grand Guys and the Calgary Crew.
The Calgary Clan.
Calgary Clan? Calgary Crew? Well, I don't know.
Please chime into the comments with your suggestions.
I'm trying things. I'm trying things here. Trying to do something different. Pretty good opener there by Matthew. Really nice shot to open it up. Yeah, another nice ball.
Good start.
I'm checking the comments, and yes, we know we need to move the camera up. Everything we have here is wireless, and sometimes the batteries are a little low, and we can't get the great signal that we have. But we managed to get it. But we keep trying. Not a perfect setup that we have. The minimal crew. I'll take 1,000% raise, and I still get nothing for it, as will you.
Likewise.
All right. Pretty good opening bowls by these leads here. I mean, I like the idea with Tom trying to kind of promote his own, come through. It'd be interesting to see what we have John do here. Yeah, probably just coming around. Don't want a danger of pushing the white in. That's the main thing, is just make sure you stay high. Yeah, not too bad there. I think we would have liked another yard on it. Let's see what they're going to call here for Mike. Probably playing a pressing weight shot, yeah. If he goes that way. And try and promote the white bull of theirs, or push those two green ones out. They're pretty much, I'm pretty sure they're down 2. He hit the right one and got into the jack movement. Down now. It's well done. Okay, here's John needing to make a little adjustment here. Yeah, not bad. Never a bad thing to have one behind. I think the grand guys are holding one. Team Heldele. See if Rob can drive one in here. He's been playing pretty well. He's not far away here. That's really well done. That's the shot there. Good ball by Rob Law.
Yep.
All right, here's big and tall model, Randy Rawson. I don't know if he is. He's just a tall man. It's a little heavy. We gotta try and add some color. All right, see if Rob can do it again. Your big thing is not to be heavy and narrow and chip that jack over to the opponents. You really just want to try and do it again. Don't touch that jack. Ooh, we got away with it. I think he had a little pucker there, little tightness. I think I saw the shoulder shrug. Yeah, don't mind the weight. He was just trying to hit the target, hit the bowl of the jack, and chip it over to that side, to the white bowl. So Wilson holding one as they cross over. All right. It's like Kimberly's written to say go pop pop. For right now, Greg's up. Didn't want to push that one up. Oh, man. Ooh, that's unlucky. Gave it away there. I think he was worried about, pushing the jack over to the white, and instead he ended up pushing that ball all the way in. Really unlucky there. Brad doesn't want to make it change it at all. I think succeeded now. I think for Greg, he just probably come through the port. He's looking at everything. Rom's looking at everything with.
Yeah, I think this side's the play. Yeah.
Looks like the recommendation is changing hands.
Yeah, I think really you just want any action on that blue. So I think the idea is to get on the forehand. Yeah, come on the forehand, trying to come underneath, and with that motion hitting the blue, chip it to hit the jack to go left from the screen to the two reds. I think that's what they're. I don't think Rob really likes it as a situation, but I mean it is what they have at the moment. Greg's eyeing it. Just going to come up. He's going to get a little rattle around. It's not going to do anything, unfortunately. Right now, we'll do this. What he's saying, go pop up. There's pop up on the screen for you. This would be tempting to just put in your pocket here. I mean, any movement on that ball, I mean, it's going to be, you got to have it's got to be within 2 inches to get another shot. So, main thing is don't make it any worse. And you're holding one. Okay. All right, then. So it's a little Christmas come early for both teams.
Always hard for a skip to put a ball in their pocket. They have small pockets.
I have noticed that too. They do seem to have small pockets on the hole. Oh, so it's Heldele and the grand guys get their first points after giving up the last 2. So since the first end, so they'll go up 4-3. After 4 ends, playing 14 in this third flight quarterfinal for the US Open. Here's Tom's first, Tom Craycraft. Little short and narrow. And Matthew. Yeah, pretty good ball there by Matthew. Tom with a little adjustment to make. Probably think a yard would be a probably good add here. Just a little inside of that. Yeah, that's a pretty good position. I think that probably still down one, but interesting. Looks like Matthew's switching over. I don't know if I don't think he really needed to. Maybe he shouldn't have. But you got to do what you feel. But. All right, there's Mike. Pretty good ball there. Not sure if I made it 2 or not. But. Okay, here's John McDonald. Yeah, I think this is the better hand to play. Although a little bit of stuff might be in the way there. Just a little short here. I think he's going to stick with the same hand and just try and come around and play onto his. Yeah, I got a little touch on that, knocked a little closer. Worked out pretty well. Go over to John. Great weight there. Just missed the line. Yeah, okay. Get the little intel. So much nicer than the singles when when they're used to having the conversation in their own head. Here they got people to communicate with, and we can overhear. There's Randy. Our holding one, that light blue ball that you see. Unless Brad's a big liar, but I don't think he is. And not a bad position there. Raw had just a really good draw in the last end. Oh, might be a little short here. Yeah, he didn't get there. He really didn't like that one. All right, small adjustment needed here by Randy. Yeah. Well, he did make a small adjustment. All right, Raw needs a big adjustment here. I think he just didn't get through it. He didn't. Natural tendency is to overcorrect here, but Rob's, I think, just has reset the whole thing, and he's put in a pretty nice ball here. Really good there. I don't know if he's in for shot. It was a hell of a ball, though. Trying to get a couple angles so you can see. Everybody's kind of taking a look at it.
So far, we have 7 opinions, and they're all, it's close.
Everybody's weighing in on what they think. Sometimes it could determine what your shot is. I'm curious what Brad will do here. Looks like he's going to go in the backhand and try and just kind of work his own ball up. I think he's just going to try and work on that light blue ball and try and promote, get through everything. Now you just got to turn it over a little bit or slide underneath it clean. And I think you need a little more pace. Maybe another yard would be good. And Greg can just stick with his hand. He's got that red ball behind, which may be shot to Rob there, and that green one behind. That's his own as well. So as long as he hits on that side of the jack, he should be good. See Rob trying to will it over to take more grass. Yeah, both need a little adjustment here. And Brad's worried that he thinks that shot is gone now. I don't know if it is, really. It probably just doesn't look as good from the head. But I think he could still get through there.
Actually, the same shot.
Yeah, he's gonna try. He just didn't see it. I think it was still on, but he's gonna try the other way. And it's just really difficult when you don't get a chance to adjust. Oh. Might have got a little closer. I don't know, but it's not going to change Greg's shot, so he's just going to come around. I think his ideal shot is just adding in a little more weight, come across the head, see if he can hit the outside of the jack or carry it clean and get drag for 3. Just not going to reach. Or if we're going to see a tape come out here. Yep. This measure brought to you by the Nixon Group, your Orange Realtors. They specialize in everything in the area. 2. Thank you to the Nixon Group for your sponsorship. All right, so, wow, not only in the shot, but it's 2 points for the team Heldele to go up 6-3 after 5 ends. We'll be playing the 6th here. right. There's Tom's first. Not a bad opener. Only about 2 feet short at most. Matthews first. He's just not really worried about that bowl, I guess. Just going to try and come under it. All right, just a small adjustment here by Tom. Even just thinking add a yard is probably be really good here. I would float it and finish right behind. And just kind of adjusted the wrong way. All right. Matthews second. Probably a jack or bull shot he's trying here on this hand. Let's go a little more. And knocked that one a little closer, but made it a little bit better shot for his teammates. I thought he should have gone that hand really the first time, but had a pretty good result here. I think Mike would be well served to try and get there first and see if he could play through the jack. Avoid the green bull in front, play through the jack, and just kind of tuck it around behind. Close to it, very close. Really good bull there. That's really well done. And John probably wanted to play, still doesn't really change his shot in a jack or bull. See if he can come through and just a little high there. Like just trying to do the same thing. I think just kind of tuck it around. They don't want to be narrow and touch that green. Okay, it's a little short. First one was really good. John, I think, does want to try and pick up that jack if he can. Or come all the way to that. Yeah, pick up that jack. Would be good. Try and drag it back to his own there. Not bad on the weight. Just didn't hit the target. Back over to Randy. He's a little steamy here. It's going to go all the way to the back. Not terrible. Kind of keeps him honest. Greg's got a pretty incredible drive, so never a bad idea to have something behind. Okay, here's Rob. Really would like to. Got the promotion on their own. They might have cut down a measure there. Kelly's back on from his world tour.
I'll have a scoring update on the break on some of the other matches.
Yeah, so maybe when they cross over, you can give us some intel on some of the other matches that are going on in a championship flight. Looks like a really good bull here. Oh, nice bull there by Randy. Real well done. Probably should be a 2 in the measure now. Rob really should be, I think, kind of attacking this head and coming through it. And just a little narrow. Okay, Kelly, what do you see? What do you know?
So in the Bernowski versus Ball match, after 4 ends, Ball has a 5-2 lead. In the Stewart versus Downs match, Stewart has a 5-3 lead after 3. In the Warmington Stoll match, Warmington is out to an 8-2 lead after 3. And in the Herbert Wolferman match, the Coronado team is leading 2-1 after 3 over the Herbert team.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. This really seems to be a turning a lot for the guys. I've noticed a lot of balls like they're kind of underdoing the break kind of consistently. And fours is hard. When you only got 2 balls, fours is hard. So Brad was pretty narrow there. And now here's Greg. He looks kind of narrow as well. Didn't really do any damage there. Still think last read is 2.5 for the grand guys. Yeah, Brad's taking plenty of grass this time. See if it could also gets all the way in there. Like a really close here. Looks like a great draw here.
Tracking.
Yeah, that looked really nice. Yeah, I think we're going to see. This one might have a contrail on it here. I don't know if he's going to try and draw and like an overdraw through, or if he's just going to fire. Yeah, it looks more like an overdraw through. Just trying to shoot this little port, see if he can get under this orange one. It'd be close if he does. Pretty good effort there, really. I think he cut it down. I just don't know. Don't know how much damage he took away there, but it's much better now. Oh, he got shot out of it. Really good shot there by Greg. So it should be 4-6 after 6. All right. That is first ball, probably about just behind the jack, I think. Tom's first. See if he can play this nice and up and through. He's been having a little trouble getting to it with his first. Not too bad, a couple feet short. Yeah, a little heavy by Matthews, but just a small suggestion on Tom. His line's really good. Just really wants to kind of add a couple feet, maybe a yard, finish it right behind, holding one, I think. Playing through that ball, uses a little hoppers, okay. Yeah, this is well done. That's a really good position. Well, he maybe added 5 feet instead of a yard. It's really well done. Here's John McDonald. Pretty good weight, just a little narrow. It's one of the things, fours, especially, are not only do you have 2 bowls, but then you won't bowl again for another 10 minutes. And you got to get up and roll your bowls, and then all of a sudden it's like you got to wait 10 minutes before you can do it again, and the green can change or whatnot. Got a little promotion on his own. Might be sitting 2. Kind of hard to tell. Still one. Cut it down. That's a pretty good shot there by John. You're gonna trying to have Mike kind of play onto their own. The promotion on the white would be good. They do have everything in the back right quadrant here, and this will be another one in that mix. See both the Mike Voles behind, and that's why you're kind of going to see Rob will play the other side, trying to get underneath those two dark bowls on the right, and come underneath and get to the jack or the white bowl. See if this one turns big. Ooh, that's one way to do it. Don't know if that was necessarily what he was trying to do, but it was in the realm of possibilities. So. Yeah, I'm still going to try this little promotion. Just need to turn it over
So
a
all
little
it needs
bit.
is a tap.
Might be just a little too much. Just kind of in between with the weight there. And he could have pushed the white into it. Didn't quite get there. Yeah, a little short there.
Yeah.
Good road, though. All right, here's Randy. I think he's going to try the same thing and just try and kind of have a promotion on his own. If there's a positive with this one, we'll see what happens. And put another one into the general area. Not sure who's holding. All right, well, I'll get a second. Big thank you to the Bulls Development Fund for sponsoring our live streaming efforts this week. They support lawn bowls in the United States. That's their purpose. And you can make a tax-deductible donation if you want to further bowls development in this country. It'd be much appreciated. You can go to bowlsdevelopmentfund.org. And you can make monthly contributions one time, living estates, all that. So thank you to the Bulls Development Fund. All right, here's Gregor. Go with the forehand here. Just I think he's on the draw. Oh, I think he really wanted the inside of that ball. He just happened to hit a little square. Didn't miss by much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brad's going to try and come the forehand. Interesting when both skips are going the same direction.
A little basket they want to try and
Yeah.
find there.
Oh, man, through everything. Another side view. Guess as good as mine who's holding. A lot of bowls there close. Greg's probably just, like you said, trying to just get into the basket, and that's definitely the opening to the basket. Rob trying to will it over to the left to slip that bowl. Oh, just not quite enough. All right. Giving it one more go here. All right, we'll see. All right, it's one for the Calgary clan. So we'll double check the scores, but this should be the halfway point of this match scheduled for 14. It's been a good one so far. A lot of good bowls, but it's Heldele 6, Wilson 5. In fact, I want to double check the score to make sure we get it right. We've had that happen before, where all of a sudden it's like, the score is what? So I'm going to do a quick checky with, unless you want to go. Okay,
Sure.
Thanks. Kelly's going to do the roving reporter bit. Let's see if I'm kind of going like a short medium length here. Most of them, they've definitely pulled them out of. Let's see if Matthew gets a nice solid start here. Yeah, about 4 feet short. All right, see if Tom will make it all the way. He's been also kind of just coming up in a little short consistently with that first one, but his line has been really good. Yeah, this is well done here. Kelly's confirmed that where math is good, so it's 6-5. All right, Matthew probably wanted to slip his own or promote it. Not a bad effort there. Just now I wanted to have Tom try and do the same thing. It was position A. Position A with his first. Really well done. You don't want to, no need to take any weight off or do anything different. You're just a foot and a half behind. I think every skip in the world would love another one like that. Yeah, and 2 nice bowls in the head there by Tom. That's a great start for their team. Yeah, a little bit too much there by John. Interesting. I wondered if, like Brad might have been asking Mike to come all the way to the back, kind of keep those two. Worried about it getting a little out of hand in the back, so I got one behind. Not exactly, I think, where he wanted it. I think he would have preferred it over those actual bulls, but Tom would probably just try and clamp this down. You could use a bull in the head here, not far away. Really good adjustment here. It's really well done. Beautiful holding shot. Beautiful draw there. Mike's going to go on the forehand. I think he's going to try and come all the way around. Oh, this is well done here. Look at this shot. What a bowl. Beautiful bowl there. Really, really well done there. Mike Hausman. Sending a message. All right, see if Rob can answer. He's firing, trying to get the jack or a couple of these bowls. Oh, well, he got the jack and knocked the back bowl out for the grand guys and tipped the jack back. Just didn't get a great result. And see the jack kind of between those two. It sure looks like it's 2 from here. Now that Randy's put one in the back to kind of match those two. Not sure. Wonder if they're going. Rob's going to try and fire again here, or just peel it around. Yeah, just going to try and peel it around so he can try and draw or promote that front one of John's. But I think he's left this a little short and narrow here. There's Randy. Really doesn't want to touch that front dark bowl. Just wants to kind of come up to the little tick on the jack. Don't hit that. Ooh. Well, he got away with it, I think. Almost promoted it all the way in. Can't quite tell. You see, it's just kind of in between on 3 of those bowls there. And a lot of really tight heads here. I think looks nice and positive on this. Yep. I think he's just trying to find that little pocket and get to the dark ball or hit the light blue. Just anything underneath would be good. That's what he was trying. And Randy's just going to try and take them all the way to the back because they don't have anything back there. They're down 3 right now. If the jack gets there, so I think he's just trying to split those 3 that we have in the back. You can see it just by the white hat of Mike's over there in the corner. There's 1 and then the other 2 there. Greg's probably going to try the same thing though. And I just kind of missed the line. All right. Bradstreet. Trying to see if he can draw around and get to that little pile there, the light blue and the dark blue. This is going to be a little narrow. Yeah. Well, so 3 big ones for the Grand guys, Team Heldele, as they had it surrounded there. And Greg and Rob couldn't poke it free. So it's 9-5 after 8, playing 14 ends. And this 2025 US Open men's 4s, 3rd flight quarterfinal. All right, see if Tom really set up the head really nicely with his start last time. He had 2 beautiful bowls. Yeah, pretty good effort here. Not bad, a couple feet short. Matthew was playing the right hand, correct hand here. Just wants the inside of that bowl or clean on through to hold. It'll be interesting to see what they want to have him do, if they're going to have Tom switch over. Apparently, based on the readjustment in the arm, it's going to switch and come the other way. See how his weight is, see if he makes it all the way down. Really good effort here. Wow, wonderful bowl. Nice bowl. Very nicely done by Tom. Not easy to do, to switch hands like that. I think he can play this nice and positive here. See if he can get to the jacker to the bowl behind. Pretty good effort here by Matthew. He might get the rub and in. Yeah, that's well done. Great bowl there by Matthew. Great bowl there. Getting a fly over. I'm not sure if it's coming through. Killer's back from his rover reporting. That wasn't him coming in for a landing. Not sure if that's coming through or not. Well, nice pull there by Mike. Nearly got the shot out of it. Really close second. Probably see John kind of trying to play all the way to that light bowl, the last one. Yeah. Just trying to play through that light blue bowl, I think, is the idea here. Just because of the position where that jack is with that bowl. Any action on that green ball is going to hit the jack and it's going to push towards the camera behind. So you want to try and get something behind, preferably through that light blue bowl. Well, we got another draw in. That'll work. I think he'll take it. Doesn't change anything as far as the setup. But probably now 2 for the Calgary clan. Yeah, but it's now open for Mike to just kind of come with some weight and kind of push into either one of those, I think is what he's trying. He might accidentally push a third in here. Made the target a little bigger, and I think that one's out.
think there's an Air Force base nearby here, and they're doing some exercises today. It's kind of common occurrence. All right, you're seeing Greg call for John to have position bull based on you see the way that the bulls are lined up. That likely the jack is going to, any action is going to move it into that quadrant where Greg is standing. It's the kind of back left on your, or rather the front left of you hear on the screen, but it's the front right from where they're playing. So basically where Greg is standing is kind of where the jack's going to move. And you see the grand guys attacking this head. And I kind of push one. And actually now they got one in that corner. A little fortunate there. All right, the Calgary crew kind of holding a couple here. I think interesting to see. I think he's probably still going to have Rob playing that same quadrant. That square. Basically anything in that square, preferably behind that green ball, I think would be good. You know, even on the line behind it is good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think he'd be happy with that.
Knowing what they're doing, you create that head to receive the jack.
And meanwhile, the grand guys keep kind of attacking. All right, we got a piece of it, but might have cut it to one. I think it's hard to tell whether it's one or two right now. But it's going to send Rob on the draw here. Really well done there. Well, I'll go on a limb and say I think Rob and Tom, I think, have been the two that have been consistently playing the best, I think. Rob for the Calgary guys, and I think Tom in the front end has got them on pretty good starts by and large. But Rob's really been, making some good, doing what he needs to do when the time comes. All right, they've crossed over, Skip's turn. 4-point lead. 6 ends to go. Grand guys can afford to give up one here and there, but not too many times. And they chipped that one over and maybe out. But they got another one in there, so. Yeah, that might, don't know what it's cost them. They might be 3 right now. Calgary might have 3. Don't know if it reached yet. Gary's going to have a look and let him know. Yeah, it is 3. I think it was winning a measure, and I think he chipped that bull out of their own, and just not what you're trying to do as a skip. And see if Brad can make up for it by getting a piece of this head and cutting it down. It's close. Yeah, it's very well done there. Very well done by Brad. Great shot. Cutting it to 1. Greg wants to really gently arrive. It's kind of one of those where it's like, would it be better to put in your pocket? Because you just got to gently arrive here. So, yeah, it's okay. So 1 for Team Wilson. The Calgary clan gets 1. They'll close the gap 9-6 after 9. I think Kelly did some rover reporting. If you let me know, is that where you went to get some scores, sir?
I did try to get some scores.
All right.
I didn't have all the players because their names weren't on the board, but in the third flight, the Canadian team that is playing against Howers, Francis, I was scribbling. I can't read my own writing. St. Andrews, if I got it. An 8-4 lead at the midway point. Quite honestly, Scott, I can't even read my writing.
All right, we could just give up on that, and we learned a little lesson today. It's not very helpful to go and get scores down if you can't read with writing. We're all volunteers here, folks. Oh, you're never going to live that down, my friend.
Well, I wrote names. I know who they were when I wrote them, and now I don't.
Now it's Lenny and Squiggy. Okay, well, first ball's away, and Canadian guys have got to sit a little bit longer this time. Matthew came up a little short, and Tom, just another solid draw here. Really good first opener there. I mean, it's maybe a foot and a half short. We've seen really Tom has taken it up a notch. He's a little short, which is, you know, not ideal, but I mean, he's the one that's been getting bulls consistently within a yard, and more likely like 2 feet. And he's really been setting them up for success. There's a pretty good bull there by Matthew, getting one just behind. And it gives you a view of it here. All right. See if Tom can do it again. Another nice bull by Tom. That's well done. Again, it's a little short. I mean, if you want to quibble, but I mean, he's getting bulls in the head, which is his job. So he's done that very well. There we go. Just a slight little tweak on the camera. All right, there. We'll give that a go for now. All right, John, a little short there. So there's Mike. 5 ends to go. 3-point lead. Right through the gap. Little dicey, but they got good position out of it and didn't do any harm. When you're down, be up. Here you go, John. You can do it. Nice and positive here. Just when the inside half of that white, come to that jack. All the way down, all the way down. Just need a little more pace. And Mike wants just a nice little draw here. He can afford to maybe be a little higher, a little more grass, and just kind of use the white ball on the left, either push it up or use it as an angle to kind of come in. But he's kind of left it a little bit of choice. A little bit short. All right, so Greg has called for Rob to kind of play through and kind of drag the jack here. So his thought is to kind of come all the way through, play through the head. You have that green one behind. You can hit the jack, or you can hit either one of the white balls would be helpful here. Rob's got another stunner here. There it is. Rob Law with another great bull. Again, another end where you see Tom kind of setting the table, but Rob's the one that eats. All right, here's Randy. See if Randy can. He's pretty steamy here. I think this is going all the way in. Oh, they're actually down one because Mike's got a bull just behind her. I'll try and show this angle so you can see that blue bull is actually the shot here. So we'll watch it come in. I'll try and adjust the camera in a sec. Let's see if Rob wants to just try and get that bull. Yeah, mission accomplished. Well done. And pushed it all the way through. Rob with 2 absolute stunning bulls there, and just when their team needs it. Great bowling there. That's really well done. Well, Randy could really use getting one in here. I'm pretty sure they're down 3 now. Unfortunately, into the ditch with both of them. I'll try and see if I can adjust the camera just a bit to show that. There we go. All right, here we go. So you can see the 3 bulls, probably pretty sure are holding now for the Calgary clan. Skipped by Greg Wilson. Fairly wide open draw, and he's got all the position here. Might be the count. All right, well, this is a good time for Brad to come up big here. He does have room to draw. He's got a couple balls that he could sit on.
He's not short. He's giving it a go here. Curling around. Might have got third out of it. But he's got a good line too, so that'll be helpful for the next one. And Greg would love to add another point, get another counter in here, and he doesn't want any jack movement. Doesn't want to move that jack back over to last delivered bowl. Just in. Yeah, really good there by Greg. Really good bowl. Everybody loves that. All right. Big shot here in this match for Brad here. Probably sitting 3 down, which would tie it right up unless he can cut this down here. Needs to slip the green, and he did not do so. It came up, took a little too much off, so they're going to check it's 3. It is 3, and we're all tied at 9. Just like that. Just some absolute great bowling by the back end of Greg Wilson and Rob Law to tie this match 9-9 after 10. Playing 14, so 4 ends to go, and we're all square. This 14-end match is now a 4-end match. And I like that the guys are all playing quickly. They've already kind of rolling the jack, getting it out there to get started. There's no big debates or anything. Bulls Canada like that shot. All right. All right, there's the opener by Matthew. Not too bad, maybe about 5 feet through. See if Tom can keep up his solid lead play here. Yeah, not too bad, maybe a bowl or two short. There's Matthew second. Really wants to slip the white ball here, not push it in. He's pushed it in. Might set it up nicely for a jack or bull shot. And Tom wants to just make his adjustment. I think he's switching over. Probably just wants to tuck it around. Just see if he can just kind of get to the jack and just float it kind of around, get to the jack and kind of just push it behind his own ball. Yeah. Another nice one.
Yep.
That was really well done. And again, not easy to do to switch hands and put it within a foot. You've seen these guys kind of just even trying to play the same hand twice and struggling, and he was able to change hands and still get it in there. Again, he's been very solid in this match. Well, here's John. Wants to make it all the way through. Get under the white balls. Oh, nearly. Oh. Great effort there by John McDonald. I think I'll probably see. Let's see what Randy's going for. I can see him playing on the backhand here and pushing into the whites. Let's see what he wants. And he's looking for a position bowl instead. I think he sees that the pushing the white balls, if they attack that head and push it, the jack, it's going to go to there. Even though that's not what John just played. Oof, this is going to be very narrow. Well, we kind of got away with it. And Greg to kind of the thinking board here. Kind of like this idea. I'm just not a big fan of switching if you can help it. And so that's what he said. Is just like, look, just add 2 feet to your own and just try and pop your own in. He just really just kind of want to dislodge it from where it's located. Well, he added the weight. He just didn't, just came up a little narrow. Now let's see what Brad's calling. Yeah, Brad's saying just please get further out.
Like last end building a head behind the head.
And you saw how valuable that was and how it regularly is. There you go. Got the good position that I think he was looking for. See, now Greg's going to have Rob play through on this hand. Again, you have a team, and you can have somebody play the same shot a couple times and then change it up, and that's what they've done. and had opted for Rob to kind of be the attacking again, and he got rid of that front pole. So we asked for John to kind of play just do the same thing you were doing before and just add a couple yards, just make an adjustment. I have another player who I can have do a weighty shot, try and dislodge it. So again, that's good team play, and I think good call, which I would expect from, a season player like Greg, and the season skipper that he is. All right, here's Randy looking to try and put it back and get another second one in. Just a little through. All right, now let's see if Rob's going to attack again, or if he's just going to try a little more of a overdraw here, I think. Yeah, I think he's just trying to jack our ball shot now. Trying to get the white ball out would be ideal. Didn't miss it by much. Maybe a touch too much pace. Yeah, I think it would serve Randy well to just kind of arrive on the white with a foot or two, just kind of tip it over. There's no real danger directly behind the head. Just kind of pulling on the side there. All right, here's Greg. I think he really wants to try and turn that ball out if he can. Oh, that's a little too high. I don't know if he put a second one in there or not. I wonder if we're going to get the Iggy from Randy. Still just the one, okay. Yeah, I think we'll probably see Brad trying to just arrive, put another one in. Pretty good ball there. Rob's going to have... Rob's still saying it's still one. All right. See if Gregor can get it in here. He's giving it a look. Everybody's eyeballing it. He's trying hard here. Oh, just not quite. Well, there again, this is the case of like, are you going to put it in your pocket or not? It's they're having a discussion about, hey, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Otherwise, yeah, just draw one in. All right. So it's one for the grand guys. I'll go up 10-9 after 11. 3 ends to go now. This has been a heck of a match. I expected it would be. There's Charlie Taylor here saying, let's go, Gregor. He tried on that one. He's been playing pretty well, Charlie. Really quickly, I wanted to acknowledge Mike, who's watching in Aberystwyth. Looks like a Welsh flag there. Welcome, sir. One of the challenges is if they move the map position in the jack, we get everything set up, and then it's like, oh, we have to reset everything up. We'll give us a minute here. We'll try and get something that you can actually see. All right, there's the first bowls are away. Trying to adjust the camera here in a second. You can just make out between So Tom had a decent weight with his first. And he just kind of missed the line, and the second one a little heavy. So Tom's left an opening for a change. He's been just really dialed in, but kind of a rare semi, and even that's not that bad. He's got one in the back that's about a yard, maybe 4 feet, and the other one's just 2.5 feet, and it just shows how well he's been playing. Let's see if Matthew could get a little promotion there. Yeah, that worked out really nice for him. All right, here's Mike. Putting one behind's not bad. Yeah, Greg wants trying to get another draw behind. As you can see with that jack is maybe 3 inches away from that bowl. I'll give you another view here on the side. You can get an idea of the angle there. It just wants to kind of get something behind to make sure that they got a cover. Because the grand guys have 2 bulls that are behind. So Mike's just really kind of trying to, there's two schools of thought. You could ram it right now, or just try and draw and get a close second. I think they're pretty sure they're down to. Being short is not solving either problem. Yeah. They're all kind of like a race to get behind. So here's John. Just wants to get it around the last deliverable Mike and come all the way around to his foot. Just didn't quite get the corner. And now Randy. I think Brad just wanting him to try and draw and get a second shot as opposed to trying to pop it loose. Just a little heavy. And he got a few balls back there, but somebody's got to hit the target, and they're down 2.
And that's the importance of that second shot, so that when you're trying to hit it, there's less risk.
Yeah, if your second especially is kind of tucked away so that you're not going to knock it out. And again, if you're just like an overdraw, then there's less of a chance of that happening as opposed to a full-on drive. You're going to take something out. There's Rob again. Just another beautiful ball. Just Rob is, again, if Tom has been pretty well, but Rob, I think, has been the player of the match so far. It's just anytime they need something. And it's not like every ball's been perfect, but a lot of them have. Like Brad with the Johnny Bench thing here. Well, there you go. That's what they needed. That gets them another one in the head. Still 2, though. But at least it cuts it down. I mean, it's going to be hard to... I wonder if Rob's going to try it again. I think he's got the angle. I think he could still do it again. Yeah. Greg saying, well, if you roll the same thing, you're good. But, I mean, that's a small window. Small window trying to feed it through. With the way Rob's been playing, I wouldn't doubt him.
Does that mean same thing but not exactly the same thing?
No, I think he wanted literally. I mean, I think
Exactly
it literally had to be exactly the same thing, but to make it all the way through. I think that's what Gregor was trying to tell him.
I've called for the same shot and gotten it a few times. Wow, I didn't mean exact same, just an inch less.
That's just a communication problem. All right. So team Heldele up 10-9. This end and 2 more. There must be a winner. If there's a tie, they will play an extra end. Yesterday there was qualifying, so the ties stood, but now it's all single elimination in the tournaments, and whoever loses this one will be out. All right, here's Brad's first. Looking kind of tight here. He's down 2 at the moment. I'm curious what Greg's going to try holding to. They do have it pretty well covered. I could see him floating one behind on the left. Don't want to give your opponent something to kind of wick off of or make use of. Just gently arriving would be okay, and not a lot of movement. I'm not sure if he added one or not. He got just a little jack movement. Yeah, I think he got another one in, so another great bull by Greg. Randy thinks it's 3, and it's a very narrow profile to try and get with weight. I mean, Brad's going to have to come through with a little bit of positivity and see if he can push some bulls around and get one of those closer. He's not far away here. Oh, another good shot there. I mean, that's what Brad's had to do. Brad's had these key shots to like cut it down, and he's been succeeding with that. I mean, he's kind of like, what else can I do? I made a good bowl, and you know, all I did was make it from 3 to 2. Greg probably just wants to promote his own. Pretty safe here. Not a lot of danger for him, but he needs to get it just right and to get another count. Oh man, what a shot. Again. Again for 3, Greg Wilson. Great bull there. Man, so they'll take a 2-point lead with 2 ends to go. Great shots. Rob Law and Greg Wilson. Well done, guys. I've known Rob for a while. I've been playing against him a while ago, and Greg Wilson and I it was my first international experience. I was actually playing. Greg was skipping for the Canadian team while I was leading for the Americans. So that was 15 years ago now. Whoops, wrong way. Wrong way. There we go. All right. 4 bulls each, assuming we don't have a tie or anything. So you really want to try and make it count. So there's Matthews first. Not a bad opener again. Helpful to be behind. And then you see they got a 3. I mean, Tom was just the slightest bit loose, but he, you know, and it was a good end for him, but he wasn't just like interstellar like he's been. And 3 down is the net result at the end of it all. Another solid bull here.
Tom's back.
Matthew sticking with it and just hoping to float it kind of behind here. Yeah, not bad. Matthew's been solid about getting a good position, which is what you really want that from your 1. If you're not going to be able to ride on the jack, just make sure you're behind. Because the problem is if your 1 is coming up short, then you're getting in the way for everybody else. Just wants to have Tom add a yard here or so. Yeah, I think he's done that.
Yeah.
Missed his line a little bit, but again, holding a couple. All right, here's John. Just wants to play it up and through. Just kind of missed the line here. All right, let's see what going to have Mike do here. Interesting choice. I could see a case of playing the other hand, playing on his backhand and try and match those bulls in the back, but Brad's opting to have another bull be played in on that hand, and he's going to get the bull in the back anyways. That's where I think it would have been good to have a bull. So, all right, see if John can make the correction. It's got the weight, I think, this time. This won't be short. Just slides by and matches Mike's. All right, now they got the position. And Mike take a little weight off here. Really nicely done there by Mike. Should be 3 now. But Now it's Rob's turn. It's not the first time he's been 3 down in this match. Inside of the white ball would be pretty good here. Just maybe a ball short. Trying to see if we can get another view here, get an idea. Should be a. Don't know if he got a frame for 2, but it's at least 1 still for the team Heldele. There's Randy. Very heavy there. I assume he was asking for one in the back, and that's going to go in the ditch, though. Here's Rob. Just wants to make a small adjustment here. All right. See what Rob gets. He's trying to get a piece of it. Yeah. What a shot again. Again. And you see that little section there where they had the bowls. We knew everything was going to go. And Rob hit it pretty well on the button and sprung it loose. Still room to draw for Randy. Be a good time for it. Just a little heavy. Mine's not too bad. Just a little heavy. I think the Calgary crew is holding a couple here. Trying to get a, don't have a great angle, kind of away from where we are. All right, here we go. Greg has just been what you want to skip to do. It's just been interstellar coming home. Trying to will that over. Might have gone in, but there's still room. This is where skips earn their money. And both these guys have been up for the task. See if Brad can get it under here. Oh, it looks like he's overplayed it. It's way, really far through. Not his best effort. He's got another one. I think Greg really wants to try and get one close, preferably just behind. So if there's any kind of jack movement, it'll help. So I don't think it'll hurt him to have any jack movement. And there's a lot of room to draw here. Looks really good. All the way around. All the way around. Yeah, might even got in the way. We're getting another. Another flyover. And all right, here we go. I don't know if he's going to try and get a chop lie, hit that, trickle all the way in. Is it going to make it? He might have. Pretty good effort there. I like the play by Brad. Going to send Rob for the measure to check and see who got shot. I think he cut it down, but I don't think he took shots. Looks like it's at least one for the Canadians. This next one must be close. Just the one. Great shot by Brad to give them hope. But it's 13-10. Going home. Last end. But 3 is a lot easier than 6. This is what it was looking like. Some last comments here. Brett saying, great bowling, Team Wilson. Colin Doggett did great stuff, Team Wilson. Sarah Stone saying, come on. Oh, time to fire it up. Well, this is the time to fire it up. They need 3. going home here. Team Heldele, the grand guys need 3. Canadians just want to keep them from doing that. Good way to do it is have a good front end here. Again, Matthew hasn't been on the jack, but he's always been in good position. He's always been behind, and it's paid off dividends. I think 1 or 2 of those last balls were his. You know, Tom's been the one that's been really pouring them in. Not a good time to get one short here. Not a good time for it. That's the problem when you're kind of like flirting with it and you're just like being a foot short. And then all of a sudden when you miss, it's like now you're 4 feet short. There's Matthew. It's like, you know, he's not really too worried about, you know, I haven't seen him straining about, oh, I'm not next to the jack. He's just been trying to adjust. And here he over-adjusted because it's the problem. It's like you need to take a yard off, you take 2 off. But he's got 1 back there. All right. Good time for Tom to have a stunner. Potentially last ball of the match unless we play an extra end. So push it all the way through his own. Yeah, came up jack high, shot drawn there. So that's all right. Everybody really needs big bulls here. Last 2 of the match. You lose, you're done. There's John. Looking pretty good. Really nice here by John. Picked a good time for it. That's well done. Shot drawn there. Big bull by John McDonald. Here's Mike. See if it's going to make it. Just kind of shoots the gap there. Comes all the way through. Greg just said, do it again, buddy. No change, sir. No change required. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Greg will love that. Yeah.
Needed one back there.
Yeah, they had one. They've got a couple back there now. So they're in pretty good position there. All right, Mike's last ball. Yeah, he's not short here either. Really would like a piece of it, though, as he comes through. He did. Let's kind of freeze it up a little bit, and it might be holding. Pretty good ball there by Mike, yep. Gregor says it's 1. 1 for the grand guys. But here comes the Calgary MVP so far in this one, Rob Law. See if he's got 2 more in him. Just wants to sit on those. Pretty close. He might have done it. It's really close. If nothing else, I got 3 seconds. All right, good time for Randy to find it. Got a nice little pocket right behind. Here, I'll show this little side view so you can see all the bulls there behind. You really just kind of want to feed it in there. I'm playing this hand, and it comes just around. I don't know. I think if I was... Yeah. They're 2 down in the back, so they're going to send Rob back all the way. You see those 2 bulls back there, so rather than mess around, I'm just going to try and protect. Now's the time when it's like, look, we don't need the shot. We just don't want to give up a 3. And that's all I care about. So Rob's just trying to split those 2 bulls. And he's put it behind. Mission accomplished. Gregor should be happy with that. Excellent match by Rob if he doesn't throw another ball. He played really well. There's Randy. Good chance to kind of put it in this little pocket and try and get a counter in. Just wants to try and match that red bull. Would be pretty good here. Just inside. Oh, man, I got unlucky. Right through the hole. All right. Not exactly sure who's holding. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Rob is looking for... So the main thing is you don't want to give up a 3. So where is there a 3? And Rob is pointing it out right there. There's that bull that just slipped through, that blue bull, and then that other red bull. So there's a little triangle of doom there. If that jack gets there, not an easy thing to get the jack there, but let's take away all doubt and just put one in there. All right, so Skipper's here. Last 2 bulls with Team Heldele needing 3. I think Gregor's going to try and float around to that triangle. Not far away here. close to getting it. He just happened to hit Matthews, but that danger is still there.
Smaller triangle, though.
All right. There's Brad really needed to make something happen. I think he wants to try and push that ball through or get a piece of the jack. Wonder if they see that danger now. I was trying to find a spot. See, Rob's just looking for 3. Where's the 3? We haven't seen this too much of this. Good. I mean, this team has played really fast. You know, you haven't seen a lot of visits to the head. I don't blame them for doing it on the last end. But you see some teams that are playing, and, you know, we're on the 14th end, and some of them might be on the 7th end. You know, it's like watching paint dry. I mean, walking is not good broadcast material. So they think they might have their plan here. All right. The discussion has been had. The plan is formed. Greg, I think, hoping his last ball of the match here. Winners will advance to the third flight semis. The loser's done. Yep, right in the middle of the triangle.
Well done.
There is no triangle anymore. So they can't get 4. They could maybe hit the jack through and get 3. So Brad and Randy are trying to debate to see how they can somehow manage to get 3 here. I think it might involve jack movement and a ball getting replaced. Because I could see a case where they come through on the backhand, chip the jack to the right, your ball goes all the way through to John's dark blue ball in the back, pushes that out, and now you're sitting 3 there. And he can't draw for a 3, so he's got to try and make something happen to get 3. Because I don't even think he's holding 1 at the moment. All right. Well, here we go. Not an easy shot by any means for Brad, but he's going to give it a go here. All right, it's away. And he's picking up the mat. Needs to piece the jack, I think. Oh, just missed it. And you can see the effort right there. If he would have hit the jack and he got to the bowl, he just didn't get the jack on the way through. They probably got shot out of it, but.
So had he sliced it going by.
Had he sliced it going by, I think he might have done it. So that's going to be 1 for the one for Team Heldele, but it's going to be short. But this is a hell of a match. Great start for our coverage today. So the Calgary Clan, Greg Wilson, Rob Law, John McDonald, and Matthew Hubert, they get 13 to the Grand Guys get 11. Brad Heldele, Randy Ross, and Mike Hausman, and Tom Craycraft. So thank you for watching this one. We'll be showing you a second flight semifinal next. I think we'll probably be covering, based on what time it is now, it'll probably be anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour will be our next broadcast. So we hope you've enjoyed the match. This is just day 2 of a seven-day tournament, so we'll be here for a while. So for Kelly Warren.
Thank you very much.
I'm Scott Roberts. Thank you all for being here. We'll talk to you soon.